Would you like to grow your vocabulary in English? Of course I would. Tell me how. Good. I'm going to teach you these words. Yeah, the thing is, I know those words. I know, I hear you. But before you tell me you're not in the mood to waste time with words that you already know, hear me out. These words, like many others, have many different meanings, and they combine with different words in different ways. For example, if you look up the word tell in the dictionary, you're gonna see that it has 8 or more different meanings. Now, depending on your level, you may be familiar with the first 3 or 4. That is to say, the most accessible ones. I wish someone had told me the meeting was cancelled. Jack had to go, but he didn't tell me why. However, you may be overlooking these other more advanced meanings that are generally used by the most advanced English speakers, or of course, native English speakers. There you go. So you want to speak more like a native English speaker? It's not all about pronunciation when it comes to speaking like a native English speaker. It's not just accent. Words do matter. You have to use the more advanced vocabulary that is actually useful. It's not just for showing. It is actually very useful. So today you're going to learn these words, but in their more advanced senses or meanings. And there are 2 reasons for that. First, it's about time you do it. And secondly, as you'll see, these words are very useful for expressing meaning with precision so that you can say in English exactly what you want to say, so that you're in control and are ready to advance in your professional career and life. Alright, so without any further ado, let's get this show on the road. Oh wait, I forgot something. Give this video a thumbs up, please. Now we're ready. Let's get started. So let's start with the word tell, and I'll quiz you. Just for fun, I know you know what it means, but here's the quiz. What does tell mean? To laugh, to say, or to look? You got it, of course. Now, let's consider tell in its more advanced meaning, the hidden, the secret meaning. What does it mean? To realize, to understand, to surprise. Now, let's take a look at this example. She lied the whole time, but he couldn't even realize. Now, instead of realize, we can also say the word tell, and that's how we use this word in a more advanced meaning. He couldn't even tell. Again, she lied the whole time, but he couldn't even tell. Here's some more examples. First example. She said she'd had her hair cut, but I couldn't tell the difference. She said she'd had her hair cut, but I couldn't tell the difference. You could tell a mile away that he was lying. You could tell a mile away that he was lying. I can tell he doesn't like me. I can tell he doesn't like me. I could tell he was a Harry Potter fan because of his t-shirt. I could tell he was a Harry Potter fan because of his t-shirt. So there you have it, the word tell in its more advanced meaning. Now I'm going to pull up the examples again so that you can give them another look. And as you take a look at them, think of an example that you can come up with. Alright, think of an example and write it down in the comments below. I'd love to read your examples and to answer and to interact with you. Now, next in our list is the word buy. Easy enough, right? To buy. This is something that we do every day. We go to the store and we buy stuff, right? This is extremely basic. However, it does have a very interesting meaning that we're going to see now. Before I get into that though, I just want to comment on something that I've seen learners do, and you could say it's perhaps an overuse of this word when the meaning of buy, to purchase. What I mean is that for every 10 times that a English learner uses this word buy, maybe a native English speaker or an advanced English speaker would only use it 5 or 6 times. Let me show you some examples to help you understand what I mean. So instead of saying that you bought yourself a new phone, what advanced English speakers or native English speakers will say is, I got myself a new phone. I got myself something. I got myself a ticket to the concert, for example. So instead of using the word buy, advanced fluent English speakers use the word get. Anyway, here's another example. So you also can use the word to shop for. Here's an example. We need to shop for a dining table. All right, with that said, let's talk about this hidden, more advanced meaning of the word buy. Here's an example. Let's just say it was an accident. You'll never buy that. So if you buy something or if you buy into something, you believe something that someone tells you. Here's some other examples. The player took a dive, but the referee didn't buy it. I'm not buying any of that nonsense. So I have a question for you. Did you see this whole situation? Of course you did. With Will Smith and Chris Rock, right? Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. Well, did you think that was legit? That was real? That happened for real? Or that it was an act? Some people say that, or not a lot of people actually, but some people have been saying that they think it might have been an act, that it wasn't like for real. So if you're like one of those people that think that, you could say that wasn't legit. I think it was an act. I'm not buying it. I don't believe it. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying any of that nonsense. I think that wasn't real. That was all an act. I'm not buying it. Of course, you don't need to repeat like I'm doing it, like repeat yourself so much, but I'm just trying to emphasize it. Mean. What does that mean? What do you mean? I mean, what do you mean? Anyway, this word has so many meanings that I could probably make a whole dedicated lesson around this word. But now we're going to focus on one of its hidden, more advanced meanings. The obvious, more accessible meaning of this word is the one that you see in the example. The red light means stop. Or what does that word mean? Alright, now I'm going to show you some example sentences with this word mean in its more advanced meanings. I'm sure he didn't mean it. The meaning here of the word mean is when we say that we don't mean something that we said, for example, is that we have said something that has affected another person. Maybe it has upset them, and so we want to apologize by saying we didn't mean it, right? If I say I don't mean it or I didn't mean it, I'm saying it was not really my intention to upset you or make you feel uncomfortable in any way. In fact, that is the other example that I've prepared. I didn't mean to upset you. He may sound a bit rude at times, but he means well. If someone means well, they have good intentions, despite the fact that it may look as if they don't have good intentions. In fact, they mean well, meaning they do have good intentions, all right? Now, the next word with a hidden, more advanced meaning or secret meaning is the word read. Here's the definition from the dictionary, Longman in particular. To understand a situation, remark, etc. in one of several possible ways. Synonym, interpret. I wasn't sure how to read his silence. I wasn't sure how to read his silence. Meaning I wasn't sure how to interpret his silence in this case. I didn't know exactly what to make of his silence. What was he trying to say by not saying many words, by being silent? He was trying to convey a certain something, okay? If you have to work in a team, you must learn to read people. If you have to work in a team, you must learn to read people. People often read a firm handshake as a sign of character. So there's also this collocation to read someone's thoughts, right? Or to read someone's mind, actually, I think it is. Oh, you just read my mind. You understand exactly what I want. It's like we are connected somehow. Well, to read people is sort of to understand what their intentions are, what they want, right? To have this perception of what they really want, right? That is to read people. Now, there's another expression that is quite interesting, and I think it's rather new in the English language. I think it's become, sort of mainstream recently, and that is to read the room. Ejemplo, I'll read the room and see if it's the right time to have the conversation. If people already seem on edge, tense, or nervous, I'll probably wait to bring it up. Right, the next word is sit. Now, pay attention. Don't say sit, say sit. There's a difference there. Sit is the verb and seat is the object, the noun, a seat, like a chair. Now, there is a subtle vowel difference there. One is the other is e. It's a relaxed and a tense e. And this is a very, very important distinction, actually, that you can actually tell the difference, right? There's a word, tell the difference between these sounds, and that you can actually articulate the differences as well when you speak. And I've actually made a video on the different vowel sounds of American English, which if you are a fan of British English, you can still watch because it overlaps with British English in a very obvious way. So I recommend that you go and watch this video. Now, with this word sit, we're gonna consider two different collocations, right? So depending on the word that you use after sit, you're gonna mean something different. The first meaning is to sit through something. I wasn't the least bit interested in all the speeches I had to sit through, right? To sit through. The movie was terrible, but my girlfriend was into it. So we can use this meaning perhaps when you are attending an event that is boring, that it feels long, that it feels like it never ends, it drags on for a long time. You can say, oh, I had to sit through the whole thing. It was awful, it was terrible, but I had to sit through. I couldn't do anything else. So you can use this when you're in attendance in an event, when you attend an event that is long, boring, it feels like it never ends, like it drags on for way too long, and you just have to sit through it. You have no other alternative. And this one, not sit well, you can use it when you don't like or appreciate something. The principal's decision did not sit well with many parents. Another example, his sense of humor does not sit well with this audience. Coming back to that example with Will Smith, the joke that Chris Rock told, by the way, to tell a joke, the joke that Chris Rock told about Will Smith's wife did not sit well with Will Smith. Will Smith did not appreciate Chris Rock's joke, and so that's why he got up, walked up to him, and as Chris Rock said, smacked the shit out of Chris Rock. So, by the way, did you buy that? Did you think that was real? Or you were like, nah, I'm not buying it. I don't think that was real. Okay, very good. Awesome. Now, last in the list is the word beat, and it means to defeat, right? To get the most points, votes, etc. in a game, race, or competition, right? A definition. Example, France beat Croatia 4-2. Now, that is the basic meaning of this word, and I do want to explain to you two other extra meanings that are more advanced, that are hidden, that are secret of this word, but I'm not gonna do it in this video because I don't want it to be too long, and I'll do it right after I'm done with this video. I'm gonna film a short on YouTube, a reel on Instagram, and a TikTok. And I want you to actually go and check out that video, and you can follow me on those platforms. So go ahead and follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I'm gonna leave the links in the description below. Alright, so in this lesson we've seen the hidden, secret, more advanced meanings of the words tell, buy, mean, read, and sit, and the extra bonus one, beat, which you can find on Instagram, TikTok, and as a short on YouTube. Now, you know what is another word that has tons of different meanings? That is the word work, and I've actually made a video on that word, exploring it, right? Exploring the definitions and the different combination of words, collocations, and whatnot. So I want you to actually click on the video thumbnail here so that you can go and watch that video. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. What's your work? I mean, what do you do for a living? Well, actually, I'm out of work right now. I'm in between jobs. I'm trying to find a work. I'm currently looking for a job. Hola amigos, bienvenidos. Are you guys ready to work towards that fluency that you dream of having?